to discuss Sonny Blaze right now.
Okay.
Tell me how you met him, how you know him, what he's like.
Yeah. He actually owns a vape shop right in Newport Richie, like right around the corner. His real name's Al Schaefer. He's fantastic. Fucking awesome.
Wait, is this one going up publicly?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love
This
it.
is
Vaping is illegal.
He's about as close to a mob guy as you could possibly get to. That's not in the mob. Like it's crazy. Because every time I see him,
I thought we were going to the Sport Loser with that or something.
He like that. Like he will not. There's the loser pussy. Al Schaefer's a tough guy. He was to talk to him like you would think he'd get ready to put a hit on someone. But he's one of the sweetest guys.
Really?
Yeah, he'll talk to you like he'd be like, Frankie, look, hey, WWE, Taker, what do I do? Make $400, won the next town. That was terrible. Vince loved me. I don't know. What do I do? Get my head kicked in? Never gonna get a contract. Barry Horowitz is better than me.
So how long have you known him?
Probably 7 years.
Really?
Yeah. He was. I didn't know it was Sonny Blaze. Like to look at him and to look Sonny Blaze when you watch YouTube, or whatever, it doesn't look like the same guy. We were talking 30-year difference, 20-year difference. So I met him. There was this promoter from New York, and then somebody kept saying Sonny Blaze, Sonny Blaze, Sonny Blaze, Sonny Blaze. So I kept thinking Sonny Beach, and I'm like, that's not Sonny
That's
Beach.
who I was thinking of in UWF.
I was like, that's not Sonny Beach. There's no way that's Sonny Beach. They said, no, Sonny Blaze, dumbass. And I'm like, okay. So I get online. It's a Taker. And I type in Sonny Blaze. First match that comes up is him and Undertaker from whatever it was, Superstar, whatever it was. And I was like, holy shit. So I started watching more of his stuff. He's a fantastic enhancement talent. I mean, he shits on himself, says he's not good or wasn't good or horrible. He was fantastic. Back then, enhancement guys, that was their job.
Right.
There was no Barry Horowitz. You had that guy, George South. You got guys that were career enhancement guys, journeyman, so to speak. That's what.
We're losing.
That's it. But but he was fantastic at his job. And then I met him working for him. I can't remember the name of the promotion, but it was at the Aqua Center in Newport Richie. And I just thought he was cool. And then I said, I walked up to him. I said, hey, you're Sonny Blaze. He goes, I try not to tell anybody that. I sell cars now. We would joke back and forth. And we came from the same kind of area in New York and kind of knew a lot of the same people, in the area or whatever, and places. And we just became friends. And then we keep in touch. He was always was a friend of mine. Anytime he would tell me how proud he was, and he'd see stuff we were doing. And when we moved home, WW Training Center, he was proud of me and journeyman and everything. So he came to the. He saw the premiere we did in Nashville. He said, I wish I could be there. I'm so proud of you. And then he left the car business to open up a vape shop in Newport Richie. And he asked me if I would kind of be sponsor it or whatever, and then talked about it online, and it really helped him out and build his clientele. And I don't vape at all, but I figured, hey, he did a lot to help me, and sent me this kid that kind of turned his life around. So it was cool of me, and he's a legitimate friend of mine. So it's right. I can pick up a phone call, and we'll stay on the phone for an hour.
Right.
And he loves Stormy. I always ask for Stormy, and he's just a good guy, and he was around during a time that was a pretty cool time to be a wrestler. It was a different time.
Right. Yeah.
Completely different at Boston Garden, Philadelphia Spectrum days, like Rosemont Horizon, like those days. And of course, those days will never be again. And have journeyman like that and know somebody like that was that era of guy is kind of unheard of. Barry Horowitz is another one. I know, been friends with him forever, but Al Schaefer's his real name, of course. So Sonny Blaze and Al Schaefer, Clark Kent and Superman.
Right.
But just a good guy. Like he's just and fantastic mind for the business and a really good eye for talent. What he sees in me, I don't know, but he has a really good eye for talent. And somebody I could literally just go and have nothing bad to say about. Paid me way more than I ever should get paid on the independent.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's really, really generous guy. And he loves the independents. Like he loves Bruce Santee. He loved the Dark City Fight Club. He was just enamored by them. And he would just tell me all the time, Bruce is a tough guy. I like tough guys. I wasn't a tough guy. I acted like a tough guy, but I wasn't a tough guy. Bruce is a tough guy, and he loved tough guys. So like guys that would go out, no nonsense, draw him a crowd, and he paid you well.
Yeah.
He doesn't run shows anymore. It's a lot of stress. He's older now, so he runs his vape shop, and he kind of does his own thing, him and his wife. And he calls me every now and again to check on Richard, see how he's doing. And he pops into the show every now and again. I was doing a couple months ago. I was doing a ACW show at Oakview Event Center, and he was there. I looked around the car. I looked as I'm coming to the ring. I looked, and he was right there by the corner, right by the light truss. He waved and watched the match, and then left. Just kind of came to see a match, and he was in the back at Richard's debut. He didn't tell me he was coming. I just happened to turn around. He was there, and I saw. And he didn't want anybody to know he was any of the guys, his friends. Right. He was there. He just wanted to come say hi and leave, and see how everybody was doing. But he's a great guy.
Well, I'm going to post this and nothing else, but just this in the
Yeah.
John Arrezzie Facebook group gimmick.
Yeah, awesome.
Because like literally like they talk about him he's on like the radio on the John Arrezzie 1989 radio show every single week.
That's awesome.
He's in studio every week. And so when you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
That is awesome.
That's so upfront on my brain,
That's fantastic.
you know?
That's really cool.
Yeah. You should tell him.
A couple weeks ago, he's a good dude.
He's probably more famous now than he ever was.
He said that. He was, I'm more famous for the damn match with The Undertaker now than I was back then. I never would have thought it, you know? But it's pretty cool.
All right.